Strength training and bodybuilding, two completely separate things that deal with the same parts of the body, the muscles. Well guys, today I'm going to be explaining the differences between them and why you should pick one or the other, or maybe even a little bit of both. Well, first things first, you might say, Logan, what is the definition of strength training and bodybuilding? Well, for strength training, the definition is kind of in the name. You're training for strength. Basically, you lift heavy weights for low repetitions to achieve the ability to lift even heavier weights over time. Using something called progressive overload in your training is one of the main techniques that people use in order to gain strength. Doing sets of 8 of a certain weight until you're able to eventually do more, and then eventually you get the heavier weight that you can do less reps of, up to the point where you can do 8 reps, and you repeat the process until your weight gets as heavy as you want it to be, or you repeat it indefinitely to constantly increase your strength to your maximum potential. Bodybuilding, on the other hand, though, isn't much like that. It's kind of the opposite. You do a lower weight or moderate weight for a higher set of repetitions to achieve muscular hypertrophy, or in what others known as a pump. Now, that is basically through micro tears of the muscles up until the point where you feel the pressure resistance on your skin. That's what basically a pump is, and you achieve that by doing those, constant repetitions for a longer period than you would of strength training. Basically, what you're doing to yourself is creating those tears so then when you're done working out, you can recover by eating an excessive amount of protein to that of a normal person, and then through that, you rebuild your muscle bigger and better than before, but not exactly stronger, because you're not lifting heavier weights for lower reps as you would for strength training. What I want you guys to understand, though, is that while these things can be different, and in order to achieve them you have to do different things, in reality they are kind of the same thing. Through strength training you will gain muscle. Not as much muscle as you will bodybuilding, but to an extent you'll still gain a good amount of muscle. You ever see power lifters? They have a good build, a strong build, and you can tell that through their physique. But you also can't tell that, they don't really have a lot of muscle mass, but they are strong. You look at some bodybuilders and lifters, let's do Alex Eubanks for a second. Very well toned, good physique, looks strong, but in reality isn't as strong as power lifters are. And the thing about that is that while training for strength, gaining muscle is an accessory. While training for size, gaining strength is an accessory to that. You can moderate in between that. You can change it up how you like it. You can do power building, which is basically a mix of both, where you lift heavy and for long. Basically, as I said earlier, bodybuilding, but with moderate weights instead of light weights for high repetitions. While that is useful, you also slow down the process of each. So in order to really get what you want to get, you got to pick one or the other. If you want to get big and strong, there you go. Power strength training. I messed that up a little bit, but you get what I mean. Strength training is what you want if you want to be big and strong. If you want to be big and bulky, then that's when you do bodybuilding, because that is when you build the most amount of muscle over time through muscular hypertrophy achieved through low to moderate weights and high repetitions. Now, the main point I'm trying to get across is that they both have their benefits. They both have their things that they can give to you that you can find valuable for your own life. Like strength training, that's good for a day-to-day basis. If you work construction, any physical job, strength training is what you want to do because it assists you in your day-to-day life. If you're looking to look good and feel good, then there you go for bodybuilding. The thing I kind of want to say to you guys, though, is that throughout my journey, I've done both. I think it's an amazing combination if you do both, because when you really start getting into the gym, you want to be strong. That's usually the main point. You want to be strong and you want to look good. The way I did it, I started with powerlifting. Basically, I just wanted to lift heavy, be that strong, scary guy that I eventually became. Over time, though, as I approached 11th and 12th grade, I realized, hey, I want to look good. I want to be able to look in the mirror and not see my shoulders in front of my chest. I want to be able to look in the mirror and say that I did this and I look amazing doing it. What I suggest for you guys, going straight into the gym, if you're new, train for strength. It's going to assist you in bodybuilding. And the reason I say that is because when you're only limited to so much strength, you you can really only do workouts so much. And I say that because if you're only able to lift 10 pounds, and nothing against you if you can only lift 10 pounds. What I'm trying to say is that, you know, it helps a lot in terms of drop sets and actually achieving a better result in terms of muscular hypertrophy, getting a good pump, better, you know, recovery, because you have more micro tears to recover from. That strength training will basically level up your game in the sense that you can lift more weights and your sets can drop lower and lower, and you can have more strain on your muscles to really get a more thorough workout. That's the way I see it. That's the way I think it would work best for you guys. And I'm not telling you how to do it. Do it however you see fit, because it's different for all of us. We all have different goals. We all have different objectives in mind and, you know, ways to reach them. So whatever you see fit, you know, do it. You know, kudos to you if you're good at it too, because that's what we all want to be, is good at what we want. But that's going to be it for that topic. I want to remind you guys, being the end of the video, that voting is still going on for Mr. Health and Fitness. Right here you can see I was first place for a little bit, and I was proud of it. And now I'm like 5th place. But that's fine, because I still think I'm doing relatively well. So I'm basically taking this part to ask you guys, please come and vote for me. You get 1 free vote a day. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. Even though there is an option to spend money to buy votes, I remind you once again, as I did in one of my previous videos, do not spend money on me. I don't deserve it. That money is money you've worked for that you deserve 10 times more than me. So don't buy votes, but please do give me your free vote. You only have to do it once. I don't ask you to do it every day for the entire voting segment. There is about 7 days left, I believe. So yeah, please do come and vote for me. It would mean everything to me. Even getting close to winning this thing is just the biggest thing I've ever competed in, and I would value to take you guys along this journey with me so I could really help some people out. But that's going to be today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, I hope you guys learned a little bit from this. I hope you guys can apply it to your current lives and basically level up your life because of it. That's the goal though. But anyways though, that's the video. I want you guys to remember that people do love you. And someone does want you to be the very best version of yourself that you can possibly be. You don't know them, but they know you. But once again, I'm not going to try and hold you guys up. That's the video. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Goodbye.